Sweet. What's up, y'all?
What's up? What's up? I think you got cut off, but I only heard when you came in with Cream Profit.
Oh, shit.
Hey man, don't. Hey man, don't.
What's all
Hey
these
man, don't say.
technical issues?
Hey man, don't say my government name,
Man, your government name on Twitter. Yeah, all the guy here.
man.
Listen,
Hey man, don't be.
anyway.
Don't be saying government, man.
Nah. You're going to be all right. You're going to be all right. But listen, man, we got a good show for everybody that's listening in. We also got a great MC, somebody that just went ahead and had a dope battle, straight killed it. One of the best poets on the stage, Mickey Factz. What's up, Mickey?
What's good, man? It's Mickey.
Yo, what up, man? Yo, you listen, you definitely been making a lot of noise lately. We appreciate you coming on the show, by the way, man.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me.
Oh, no, not a problem, man. Listen, I just want to get right into it because I was listening to your achievement project altogether, and I don't know if your work definitely doesn't go unnoticed, but I feel like being under the radar, so to speak, as one of the dopest MCs to be able to put words together like that. How did this project really come about? I actually went on your website on MickeyFactz.com, and saw a particular quote on there that I want to kind of ask you about. Let me know how you interpreted it or how it came about. And basically said the picture on the album was a cover of the man working tirelessly day in and day out, whether people see him or not. He has a job to do, and that job is to achieve legacy. Now, can you kind of elaborate a little bit more on that? Is that kind of your mind state when it comes to you making music overall?
Yeah, I mean, when I write my lyrics, I make sure to show that I'm tirelessly working. You know what I'm saying? That I'm putting in a lot of effort to make every line connect to something else, but still making it streamlined so you're not lost in what you're listening to. For me, that is it's a talent that a lot of people really can't, grasp. For most lyrical guys, for me, I like to kind of not make it as ambiguous as some of my other contemporaries. But I definitely am a tireless worker. I work day, night, afternoon, morning. You know what I'm saying? Evening. I mean, right now, I'm kind of not working now because I finally caught me a PS4.
Oh, you finally on the floor. All right.
It took me a couple years. I mean, I had an Xbox One last year and I sold it, and I'm trying to buy a house and clear up some debt, so I couldn't really indulge in a PS4. So finally, I just went online. I was like, who's selling a P4? And somebody was selling it for cheaper than I would get, at a GameStop. So I couldn't pass up that opportunity, and I went and, I copped it, So I've been playing my PS4, but aside from that, like, before I had the PS4, it was just nonstop. I write around every day just to stay on my toes and things like that.
Yeah, man. I mean, with everything that you've been doing as of lately, and just kind of doing your music, when I've been listening to it, you got a lot of soul of music. I noticed with a lot of the songs that you end up, actually putting out, there's definitely a lot of singing, real vocals, not just nothing being pushed as far as editing or being stretched out, just really great vocals. And do you kind of get your inspiration kind of from the jazz side or the R&B side for most of your music as far as the vocals go? I noticed that a lot. It's very smooth type of feeling when you put with most of your songs, even though you actually be rapping pretty damn hard on those tracks, but it's a pretty smooth feel to it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm inspired by R&B and gospel in terms of the soulful aspect of the music. I try not to, go too far left as of late. I've always been experimental, but I feel like this last project I wanted to kind of reboot and give the fans like a Illmatic style kind of album, and go back to the boom bap, the soul, and what better producer than not to kind of tap into to kind of make that happen,
All right. I mean, I can definitely tell with most of the music that you've been putting out. X, jump in there, man.
Yeah, man. First of all, man, we appreciate you coming on, man. Definitely. I want to say, man, I'll transition from Xbox to PS4 recently, man. It's like leaving an Android and going to an Apple or something like that, man. But
absolutely.
But when you jump in the studio, man, what's on your mind, man? I really want to know, man. When you get in that zone, man, what's it like, man? Because on your tracks, man, like my guy said, man, you got like a smooth flow, and I just want to know, man, like what's on your mind, man, when you get in the studio?
Well, I think the question really is, what's on my mind when I'm writing it, because I don't really write it in the studio. I mean, beforehand, I just kind of live with the track, and I try to be one of those guys that just kind of stays with it for a long time and try to find different flows, different things to say, let the beat talk to me for a while, and then I create from that point forward, and whatever the track tells me to say is what I do. I try to let the track lead me, and instead of me leading the track. And when I get in the studio, depending on, most times I'm really just trying to get my verse down as quickly as possible, and then when I get home, I listen to it, and then I feel like, okay, I need to add this, I need to take this off, I need to do this, I need to do that, I need to do this. You know what I'm saying? And for the most part, it takes me to that place. You know what I'm saying? And I try my best to be as transparent as possible when I'm rhyming.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
yeah,
definitely.
A lot of the bars that you end up writing do go over heads, and I feel like nowadays in this era of music, the attention span is just not long enough for that anymore, it seems like, with the general public. So it's a shame that where most MCs that definitely have the writing ability to be able to create these type of tracks and still be able to produce quality music, they don't really get the attention that's well deserved altogether. So I want to know, as far as your writing process, when you go ahead and go into battling, because you battle very, not too often, you battle very seldom. I've seen you against Danger Zone. You had that against Daylight altogether. Not to really know when you're going to go back in the ring, but how do you feel about being one of the few, I guess, quote-unquote, industry MCs, not even industry, honestly, just somebody that was, that has the popularity and the stature that you do as an MC? How do you go ahead and just jump into battle rap and just be so calm and poised? And you look like you never, ever left, like you never left battle rap as a whole. How do you remain so calm and poised when you're actually battling, too?
Well, for me, I'm a guy that likes to cipher. I like the competition of it. I'm always one of those guys that's just ready to kind of go at any moment. So if I was outside right now doing this interview and a guy just was like, yo, I said Joe and started rhyming, like, I could probably give him about 10 to 12 verses and not blink an eye. You know what I'm saying? Like back to back to back. And I feel like, that's just me being seasoned as an MC, you know what I'm saying, from the Bronx, too. I think being from the Bronx, quick story, like, I went to the PGs of Summer Madness 6, and I left. I went to see Gutter, and then I left. And then I was leaving. I don't know if you guys know No Mercy over at Trap House.
Yeah, shout out to Trap House.
Right, so, I was with Mike P, and I'm getting ready to leave. I think it's time for me to go. I'm like, it's time for me to go. And
No Mercy was like, yo, shut up. Like, I got a couple of my guys here saying, what we trying to do? You want to do this 7-on-1 thing at the trap? And Old Red was there.
Damn.
And I was like, oh, you wanna book it? I was like, no, we could do it now. I put my water down. I said, we can go right now. Like, who you got? And he had like 4 MCs. It was Dre Dennis and a couple other guys. I don't know who else was there. I was like, we can go right now. Like, you don't need to book it. You got a camera? We can do this right now. Whoever's here. And Old Red pulled his phone out and was like, yo, okay, Mickey challenged everybody. And nobody wanted to step up. Not one person. There was like 4 of them. And not one person stepped up. Not one.